Hi there, my name is Caitlin Bandy and this is my channel BandysBooks, and today is Tuesday, so you know what that means. I'm here with a book tag video. Today we're going to be doing the Curiously Curated book tag. This tag was originally created by the Grape Jelly Library. I'll be linking their original video in the description down below. I happened to see this video on a channel called Read by Fred, and I enjoyed his version of this video very much. I'll also be linking his video in the description as well. So if you're interested, make sure you go over and check them out, leave them some likes, and if you're not subscribed to their channels, then you know what to do, subscribe to them. Question 1, what's in a name? If a book were written about your life, what would the title be? I don't know if I've ever really thought about this before. Maybe cautiously optimistic, because that's the way that I approach life. Generally, I try my hardest to see things as like the glass half full, but I am very cautious about that. I've definitely had optimism burn me before. Question 2. Oops is a 4-letter word. Have any of your books fallen victim to tragedy, and what factor played a part in your book's demise? I, as an adult, am very careful with my books. I don't have any books that have recently fallen a victim to tragedy. I usually keep them in pretty good condition. That said, when I was younger, I wasn't always that careful with my books. I really enjoy reading in the bathtub, like at the end of a long day. I still enjoy this as an adult. This is like one of my decompression methods, is to come home, take a really hot bath, and just read and be quiet. And I did that when I was younger as well. And I am pretty sure as a teenager, I dropped 1 or 2 books in the bathtub. I don't think I ever dropped a book that I was like really attached to, but I know I dropped a couple because I remember trying to like spread them out to dry them, and then the pages all being stuck together and the ink smearing and things. So those are the only real book tragedies that I can think of. Question number 3, tell me all about it. How do you personally feel about DNFing a book, and what effect, if any, does it have on you? So I am okay with DNFing a book if I'm really not liking it. I feel like it's a waste of time, but I do have a policy for DNFing. I have had several times where I've started a book, not been into it, put it down, and read it at a different time and ended up loving it. So now if I'm not feeling a book, I'll usually put it down and try it again at a later point. I usually will try a book 3 times before I decide to completely DNF it. So I have a not for now process, and then after 3 not for nows, it becomes a solid DNF. And then I don't feel bad about it at that point, because I think 3 different tries at 3 different periods of time is fair. You know, sometimes we're not in the right mood for reading something. Sometimes we're just tired, grouchy, whatever. For some reason, a book isn't vibing with us. And if we try it over in a different place, sometimes it will vibe. So if I try at 3 different points and I can't find a time in which I'm vibing with this book, I'm not going to keep wasting my time with it. I'm not going to force myself to read something that I truly am not enjoying. Question 4, the sound of silence. It is said that silence is golden when reading a book. Can you comprehensively read amongst the chaos and chatter, or do you require a hushed atmosphere? I think my answer to this question is it depends. If I'm super invested into a book, like I'm really loving it and I can't put it down, a marching band could be playing in my living room and I don't think I would notice. I could read through music, I could read through my partner talking, I could read through a train, like it doesn't matter. If I'm invested in the book, the noise level doesn't matter. But if I'm a little bit tired, or I'm feeling distracted, or a book is just so-so and I'm trying to get through it and I'm not loving it, then I need silence, because any little thing will take my mind away from the focus on that book, because my mind just really isn't super into it to begin with. Question 5, it's all in the details. Choose 5 words that best describe your feelings towards book banning. Stupid, asinine, hateful, prejudiced, politically motivated. I guess that last one is technically 2 words. Question number 6, it's never too late. Name a book with a villain turned good guy. So I can't really off the top of my head think of a book where there's like a super obvious villain who turns into a good guy. But one where that sort of happens is The Hunger Games. Peeta definitely is portrayed as having questionable morals at the beginning of the book. We don't know if he's trying to kill Katniss or he's trying to protect her. It seems like he's playing both sides. So I guess you could perceive him as a villain. I feel like I didn't perceive him as a villain. I think I perceived him as definitely a good guy and on Katniss's side. But he comes across at least somewhat morally gray in the beginning. So I suppose he turns from a villain to a good guy. Although I would argue that he was never truly a villain. He was always a good guy. Question number 7, it's a matter of preference. Throughout your reading journey, what's one specific thing that you enjoy tirelessly having described to you? So I'm sure those of you that have been watching my channel for a long time probably know what my answer is going to be, and that is food. I absolutely love when books include good food description. To me, it seems crazy when authors write about a person's entire day for many days on end, and they never, not once, mention that the person ate or drank. Like, what are they? A robot that requires no sustenance of any sort? I think that adding food description to books can add such a level of realness to a story. It can make us understand the character better by their food preferences. And I just think it really is like those little details that bring books together sometimes. So for me, definitely food description. Question number 8, that's a wrap. Name the one book that you feel completes your library. Let's be real, there's no one book that completes my library. Every time I get a new book, I feel like it completes my library. And then there's 1,000 more books out there that I want to add to the collection. And honestly, I don't know if my collection will ever be complete. There's so much joy for me in reading the books on my shelf, getting rid of the ones that I don't love, and then replacing them with new ones that I might potentially love. I love redesigning the books and reorganizing them. As you can see, my background behind me is all of the books organized by color, and I face them forward, and periodically as I find new favorites or I find covers that are really stunning, I change them up. And it's like this just ever-changing, ever-mutating piece of art. Question number 9, lend a helping hand. Recommend 3 Booktube channels that need a boost in subscriptions, and then go subscribe to their channels. So I have so many Booktube channels that I follow that I enjoy. The 3 that I picked are all, I believe, under 500 subscribers at this point. So first, I would like to recommend Barbara at bookworm.wander. Barbara, I believe, is in the Netherlands, and one of the things that sticks out about her channel is that she plays these amazing TBR games at the beginning of the month to figure out what book she's going to be reading. Those videos are definitely my favorite of hers, but she has lots of other lovely content to check out as well. And then we have Ketavan from Ketavan Reads, and I really enjoy her channel. She does videos that I don't see really anywhere else on Booktube right now. Lots of travel combined with her love for books, and I think she talks about books that I don't see all over Booktube too. So if you want stuff that's going to be a little bit different from the 24-hour reading vlogs or your latest book haul, check her out. And then we have Kit at Kit the Reader, and they are a fantastic booktuber. I was introduced to them a couple months back via a video where they were talking about their identity and clearing out their bookshelf of some problematic authors. And I really admired what they had to say in this particular video. Since then, I have watched more of their videos and continue to really enjoy their content. They have some really great opinions on different books, lots of good reading suggestions, and are a lot of fun to watch. I also enjoy that they come across as sort of a mellow temperament, and I find their videos very relaxing. This is the perfect person to watch at the end of the day if you're feeling a little stressed out. I feel like their presence is just gonna make you feel nice and calm while you think about book suggestions. Question number 10, tag 3 unique and enjoyable Booktube personalities to do this tag. Unique and enjoyable, who to tag? Just kidding, I know exactly who to tag. We're gonna tag Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads, we're gonna tag Brian at Bookish, and we're gonna tag Kim at Middle of the Book March. I hope that if you haven't done this tag, you'll consider doing it, as we'd love to see your answers as well. So that's that for this tag. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up and comment down below answering any one of these questions. But kudos if you leave me 3 booktubers that you think need a boost in subscriptions. I will definitely go check out their content, and likely I will subscribe as well. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell, so that you never miss a video, and that way we can see each other soon. Thanks again for joining. Bye.